Hi, I'm Rachel with Elevate Within YouTube channel. I'm so excited that you're here. Today I'm going to be doing a level 1 beginners Stott Pilates class. Enjoy! Hi, I'm Rachel. Welcome to Elevate Within YouTube channel. I'm really excited to be offering a beginner's level Stott Pilates class. I will be offering some modifications, but the majority of this workout is going to be entry level. It's really important when you're doing your exercises to be mindful of any pain that you might have in the back of your neck, sharp pain, dull pain, as well as your back or any other area of your body. If you do, stop that move. Do not continue, and be mindful of your levels while you're doing the exercises. Be patient with yourself as you're learning. You may not get the breath pattern right away, and that's okay, as long as you're not holding your breath. And then try to continue the exercises and learn the moves, and then eventually you can get the breath. But to try to perfect the breath and the exercises can be quite challenging at the beginning if you're new to Pilates. All right, let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to introduce is if you have a cushion for your neck or a towel. Some people have more extension in the back of their neck. So when they're laying down flat on their back, it can be really uncomfortable to do the movements for their head. So if you can fold up a towel and put that underneath your head, that will support you quite a bit. So I'm just going to have a small towel rolled up here underneath my head. You may not need that. It may be okay for you to be on the ground, flat. Okay, so this is called supine. So we're on our back. We're going to have our feet hip distance apart. And we're going to make sure our heels are not too far away from us and not too close into our glutes or butt. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is just breathe. So I'll get you to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in, breathe out. So the movement for Pilates and the breath pattern is to breathe laterally like an accordion into the back and side of your ribs. So you don't want to be breathing into your chest and you don't want to be breathing into your stomach. So what you're going to do is draw your abdominals in towards your spine, and you're going to breathe in through your nose. I'm going to place my thumbs on my rib cage. So as I connect through the abdominals and I breathe in to the back and side of my ribs, my hands and my elbows are going to go out to the sides. So give that a try. Breathe in. And as you exhale, breathe out through pursed lips. So your breath is going to go out, your elbows are going to go out, and then your elbows are going to sink in. Your hands will sink in. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good. One more time. And exhale. Good. So the reason we don't breathe into our chest is because it can create a lot of tension in our neck and our shoulders. We also don't breathe into the stomach because we have to keep our stomach contracted and engaged as we're doing all our movements to stabilize our core. So there's two pelvic placements in Stott Pilates. There's neutral pelvis, which is just natural back. So if you place your heels of your hands on your hip bones, and then your fingers lay flat on your pubic bone, it should lay in a flat plane. Okay? When my feet are on the ground, I'm in neutral pelvis, just natural back. Okay? You may have a bit of space between your back and the floor, or you may not, depending on the shape of your spine. So what I'm going to do is show you what imprint is. So imprint is the second pelvic position. So as you breathe in through your nose, you're going to exhale through your mouth, and you're going to draw your hip bones closer to your ribs by flexing this area, just ever so slightly. You don't want to use your glutes to get yourself into imprint. If you have, you've gone too far. Okay, it's too much of a flexion. So you want to do it nice and gentle. So you're going to engage your abdominals. As you exhale, bring your hips, bones closer to your ribs, and then release your pelvis back to neutral. Whenever your feet are off the ground, you're going to be in imprint position. So as you bring your leg up to tabletop, which is 90 degrees, we'll practice this now. So breathe in. As you exhale, close your space. Back comes closer to the floor. Bring one leg up to tabletop, so 90 degrees, so the foot comes off the floor, and the other leg to follow. Beautiful. And then obviously you need to connect through your abdominals to hold your legs up so you're automatically engaged. And slowly put one foot down on the floor and then the other one. And then release your pelvis back to neutral. Okay? So again, breathe in, exhale into imprint. One leg up to tabletop, foot comes off the floor, and the other leg to follow. Good. And one leg down, and the other one. And release the pelvis back to neutral. So the first exercise we're going to do is just to warm up the hips. We're just going to do a windshield. I call it windshield wiper. So you're going to bring your hands out further away from your mat. Palms are flat. And you're just going to rock. Let both knees fall over to the left. Breathe in here. And exhale. Draw the abdominals in and bring the knees back up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, both legs fall over to the right side. Nice gentle stretch in the back and on the side of the hips. Breathe in. And exhale, bring your legs back. And your feet are on the ground flat and your knees facing the ceiling. Now what we're going to do is the hip rolls. So this is a really slow exercise, but beautiful. And the goal to this exercise is to articulate each vertebrae one at a time as you roll up and down. So you're going to breathe in, exhale through your mouth, and you're going to roll into imprints. So the back comes closer to the floor. Make sure your feet are not too far away from you. You're going to continue to roll and lift your hips all the way up into a bridge position. Keeping your belly button drawn in, this will help control the speed. So breathe in at the top, and as you exhale, roll your spine down, back to the floor, one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. How you do this slowly is you're engaging your abdominals and you're controlling the speed. And then release your pelvis back to neutral. Beautiful. Breathe in again. Exhale. Engage your abdominals, roll your back into the floor, and extend your hips all the way up to a bridge position. So your knees and hips and shoulders line up. Breathe in and draw the abdominals in as you roll down one vertebrae at a time. I think of a string of pearls laying down on the ground one at a time. And release your pelvis. Relax. Good. Last time, if you want to close your eyes, I find this does help with this exercise. Breathe in. Exhale. Articulate through your pelvis. Roll into the floor. Lifting through the feet. All the way up until your mid-back. Breathe in. Exhale through the mouth as you roll down slowly. Keep those abdominals engaged. One at a time. like a string of pearls. Beautiful. And release your pelvis back to neutral. So that's a really nice one. And you may notice parts of your spine that don't want to roll smoothly and that are more challenging, and that's okay. Everybody has different parts of their spine that are moving more than others, okay? So what we're going to do now is warm up our upper body. So we're going to float our arms up to the ceiling, and my arms are long, right above my chest. As I bring my arms back by my ears straight, you want to watch that your ribs and your back do not lift off the floor. So slide your ribs down towards your hips. Circle your arms around like a snow angel. I didn't quite have enough space there. I'm just touching the wall. Float your arms back up to the ceiling. Inhale. Float the arms back. Exhale. Circle around and float them back up. Last time. Watch those ribs stay down and connected like a corset as you go around. Good. Now we're going to reverse. So you're going to go opposite way. Float this arms up towards the top by your ears. Arms back and down. Inhale. Exhale down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now you're going to lay your baby finger on the mat and your thumbs are up. You're going to gently slide your shoulders up towards your ears. And then on the exhale, you're going to slide your shoulders down. Breathe in, slide them up. And exhale, slide the baby finger down the mat. You don't want to go too far that you're rounding your shoulders. Shoulder blades come up, so bring your shoulders by your ears. And down. Good. Now flatten your hands like a pancake and your hands are on the mat. You're going to warm up your neck. Okay. So I'm just going to pull this out a bit. So it's really important when you take your head off the floor that you don't leave your head behind. Why? It's going to create a lot of tension through here. So you don't really want to be looking up at the ceiling when you take your head off the floor. So just to practice, I'm going to get you to keep your head on the mat or the cushion or your towel and then release your head. So you're just going to tuck your chin and release your chin. Just a small movement here. Lengthen through the back of the neck and release. Good. Last time. And relax. Good. So hips are hip distance apart. So feet are hip distance apart. I apologize. We're going to do the ab prep. So we're going to do the first move. So you're going to breathe in and tuck your chin. As you exhale, you're going to flex your head. So take your head and your shoulder blades off the floor. Look towards your knees. Make sure you're not looking towards the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. You want to maintain neutral pelvis. So feet on the floor, natural back when you do this move. You don't want to go into imprint. Inhale, lengthen through the back of the neck. Exhale, flex your upper body up. Look towards the knees, breathe in. And exhale, release down. 2 more. Tuck the chin, flex up, breathe in, breathe out as you come down. Last time. Inhale, exhale, breathe in and out. Very good. Now what we're going to do is a nice balance between flexion, extension, and some rotation. So it's equally balanced. We're going to go on our stomach. That's called prone. So I'm on my stomach and I'm going to be working this area of my back. So my mid-back area. So you don't need a cushion or a towel or anything. when you're going to be on your stomach. If you want to watch me first and then you can join in, it's harder to see me when you have your head down in the mat. So feel free to watch first and you can listen to my instruction. So my hands are on the floor. My elbows are on the floor. My legs are slightly separated. The first thing you want to do is draw your belly away from the mat. So you're connecting through your abdominals. This is a very small movement. You're going to think you're maybe not doing enough, but it's not about a lot here. You want to slide your shoulders down your back. As you breathe in, you're going to push into your hands and extend your head and your chest up just a little bit. So make sure you don't have a bunch of wrinkles in the back of your neck. So keep your head nice and long. Breathe in at the top and exhale lower down to the floor. Okay. You can relax your abdominals. Okay, draw the abdominals away from the mat. Slide your shoulders down the back. Breathe in. As you exhale, push into the floor and extend your head and your chest up. Feet stay down. Breathe in and lower down. Good. Now, this is breaststroke prep number 2. You want to have your hands long, palms turned in, so your hands are off the floor, and they're just touching the side of your body. Engage in your abdominals first. Round your shoulders back, so you're working your mid-back area. Breathe in. As you come up, lift your head and your chest up just a few inches off the ground. My fingers are reaching towards my feet. I'm breathing in at the top and exhale, lower down. Breathe in, open the shoulders, tuck the belly in. Exhale, extend up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Last time. Engage the abdominals, shoulders are rounded back. Exhale, come up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now place your hands on the mat. Tuck your feet under and push yourself back into a shell position. Child's pose for yoga, you might know it as that. Drop your head. You may not be able to sit back on your heels because of your tension in your quads or the flexibility in your ankles, and that's okay. Breathing here, breathing out. Breathing here and breathing out. Sitting back on your heels, you're going to slide your hands towards your knees and your body as you round your back up. So you're coming up to a seated position, sitting nice and tall. Beautiful. Okay, so you're going to turn around and you're going to do the half roll back. So this one, the purpose of this exercise is to flex. So you want more flexion in your lower back. Of course, you're going to be working your abdominals. For this one, I like to take a towel, or if you have a little ball or something, you can place it between your knees. It may help you to have more stability and more flexion without gripping in through your hip flexors as well. So I have my feet flat on the floor. My arms are straight ahead, long. You're going to squeeze, if you have a towel or a ball, you're going to squeeze that. And you're just going to roll your hips away from your thighs. So I'm going to round my body as I squeeze the towel. So I'm automatically working here. Shoulders are down. I'm looking towards my knees. And then you want to exhale, round your whole body forward. Inhale, round back. Try to keep your feet flat. It's not an easy exercise. Exhale, forward. So let's change the breath pattern. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, round yourself back. Make sure you don't put your head out in front of you. Keep your head connected close to your shoulders. Breathe in, hold, and exhale, round forward. Good, and sit up nice and tall. Not an easy exercise. So now what you're going to do is roll down onto your back again. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to go into imprint and then tabletop. Breathe in to prepare. As you exhale, bring your hips closer to your ribs. Imprint position. One leg up to tabletop and the other leg to follow. So make sure your knees are lined up to your hips and your ankles are lined up to your knees. So we're going to be doing the single leg stretch, but I'm going to take you step by step through this exercise. So your legs, let's start with those. You're going to extend the left leg on the diagonal and then bring it back to starting position and extend the right leg and back. So you're just alternating legs. Make sure they're not low. Keep them on the diagonal, okay? And then we're going to incorporate the hands. So I'm going to take my right hand and reach it towards my right ankle. So my arm is nice and long. My left hand I'm going to place on my right knee on the inside. So as I extend the leg, so I can't even get this right. Okay, here we go. As I bend my knee, so I've got my right knee bent, left leg extended, I'm just going to switch. So outside hand long, inside hand on the knee. If you get really confused, as I already did, you can just place both hands on the knee. Okay? So outside hand long, inside hand just on the knee. And you're just extending. Now, bring your knees in and stop. You're going to level 2, if you want to intensify it, you're going to flex up. So you're going to tuck your chin and take your head off the floor. Okay? So here you're going to extend your left leg and your right knee is in towards your body. And you're going to switch. So I'm working my abdominals. Make sure the legs are on the diagonal, not low to the ground. As you extend, you breathe out. 4 more. This is 3, 2, last one. Good. Knees in, head down. Now we're going to do the obliques. You can do this exercise with your feet down if you need to. Take your hands behind your head. Make sure you can see your elbows. Okay. You're going to tuck your chin and flex your head off the floor. I'm going to extend my left leg and rotate my upper body towards my bent right knee and switch. I'm sure a lot of you have done modifications to this exercise. Okay. You want to try to get that shoulder blade off the ground as you twist. Okay, 4 more. 3, legs on a diagonal. 2, and 1. Good. Knees in, head down. If you were to do that with your feet down, it's the same thing. Bring yourself up and you're just going to rotate to one side. You can come down each time, then come up, rotate, or you can just keep yourself up through the center. Stretch your body nice and long. That's a difficult one. Arms above your head, legs are long, long like a giraffe. Stretch, 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 stretch. Okay. So now what we're going to do is go back onto our stomach and we're going to do a swan dive prep. So my legs are more separated than the first exercise. My hands are on the ground. My elbows are on the ground. This goal to this exercise is to extend your back body. So you're extending your back. Again, you want to keep those abdominals lifting. So first thing you're going to do is lift your tummy away from the mat. Slide your shoulders again down your back. Breathe in. Exhale, push into the floor. You're going to extend your head, chest, everything up until it feels comfortable. Lifting your abdominals. You want to make sure that you don't go too far here or where it's uncomfortable in your back. You may not be this far, you may be here, and that's fine. Neck is nice and long. Breathe in at the top and lower down. Slide your shoulders down, lift the tummy. Breathe in. Exhale, push into the hands. Hands, I have my elbows coming off as well. And extend up. Pull that belly in, breathe in. Shoulders down. Exhale, lower down. Good. Last time. Breathe in. Extend up. Inhale. Exhale. Good. We did this before. Back to a shell stretch. Bring your glutes towards your heels. Arms are extended out in front. Stretching back. Breathe in. And exhale. Stretch out that back. Beautiful. Now we're going to lay on our side. So make sure you're facing me and you don't face the wall. You turn and face me. If you need a towel here, you can use that to support your neck. But you want your arm underneath your head for support. Your bottom knee is bent, your top leg is straight. The first exercise that we're going to do is working the outside of the leg. It's very important that you have your hips stacked. So if you had a glass of water or something like that, typically you want to have that not spill, which is difficult because it's moving, but you understand the concept is try to keep your hips stacked and not move forward and back. Okay. So what you're going to do is engage your abdominals. So draw your belly button in towards your spine, and you can have your hand here or here. I'm flexing through my bottom foot. So I'm drawing my toe to my nose, and I'm going to lift the leg up just a little bit and lower it down. You don't want to be high like this because, again, I'm tilting through the hips. There goes my glass of water. So lower, just lift a little. Think of the weight being pulled, like think of the weight, someone pulling at your heel and lengthening your leg to make it as long as possible. So you may feel it all through in here. I'm connecting through my abdominals still. You want to make sure everything's quiet through the upper body. Shoulders are relaxed. I'm not moving my upper body. That means your core is engaged. So you're working that at the same time as the leg in isolation. Okay, 4 more. So up, 3, 2, 1, and then knees in to rest. Beautiful. And the leg comes back straight again, bottom knee is bent, point the toe, and you're going to do leg circles. So I'm just going to place my finger on the ground on the mat for support, or your hand, and I'm going to circle my leg around, and I'm going to pretend I'm drawing a circle on the wall opposite to me. So again, keep your hips stacked, make the circle very small. You don't want to have it too big where everything is moving around. Keep this engaged. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Okay. All right, last circle. And relax. Very good. Very good. Okay, extend those legs straight. Both of them are straight now. Maybe challenging if you have a bony hip to balance there on your hip. Make sure you have a nice cushion underneath you, or you can add a towel there if it feels uncomfortable on the bone. You're going to point your foot and raise your top leg just a little, and the other leg is going to come to meet it. So I'm working my inner thighs, so you don't want those legs high, and then lower down. So bring the leg up, other one to meet it, and down. Up, stretch, 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 stretch. Draw those abdominals in, and down. Good. Up, up, and down. Now both up and down. Both up. Good. And then bend those knees in towards your chest. We just had the other side to go, and we're almost done. You've almost completed the Pilates workout. You're doing amazing. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm so happy. All right. So you're going to be going to the other side. So you want to face me again. You have your towel. You can put that underneath you, but if not, that's fine. Just have your elbow bent and supporting your head. There we go. So the first exercise is your bottom knee is bent and your top leg comes up, or your top leg is straight. Hips are stacked. Flexing your foot, so draw your toe, your big toe towards your nose. Lift the top leg up a little. Make sure your knee does not face the ceiling, so it's straight out to the side. Good. Exhale. Exhale, inhale. Again, imagine me pulling on your heel to make your body longer. So as you're lifting, you're lengthening. So you're really connecting through your mind as well to do these exercises, engaging through the abdominals. So draw them in towards your spine. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, that's a hard one. Bring those knees in just for a second. Give it a bit of a break. Okay. Bottom knee's bent. Top leg comes up for the circles. Point your toe. Circle around. Nice and small. For 1. Breathe in and out for 2. 3. Relax your shoulders. 4. 5. Stretch 6. 7. Reach 8. 9. And 10. And relax. Whew. One side might be more challenging than the other. Now extend those legs nice and straight. Top leg comes up with the pointed toe, and the other leg comes up to meet it. Make sure you're not far off the floor here, and then lower down. Lift, top leg, bottom leg stretches to meet it, inner thighs connect, stretch, 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 and down, up, and relax. Good. Both come up at the same time, and breathe in to lower. Lift, and lower. Point, point, point. Good. Last time. Make sure you don't roll back or forward. Hips are stacked. And relax. Good. Draw those knees in. Beautifully done. Good. So you're going to come to a seated position. Cross your legs if you can. If you need a towel or a cushion or something to sit on, so it's not too tight in your hip flexors, so you can be lifted up, then do so. You want to be comfortable. So we're just going to relax our shoulders here, sit up nice and tall. Think about lengthening through the ears, lengthening through the spine, and just feel how your body feels now. How does it feel now versus when you started? You may be shaking a little your muscles as it's not used to these exercises. So if you're sore the next day, I'd recommend that you take that day off. Typically doing these exercises 3 times a week is optimal. So let's take a last deep breath in here and exhale. We're going to take our right hand and place it on the mat, and our left arm is going to go up and over, just like a rainbow, stretching out the side of your body. Try to keep your hips down as much as possible so your glutes are connected to the mat. And then bring your arms up and over. Switch sides. Inhale, raise the arm. Exhale, stretch over to the side. Feel it maybe closer to your armpit, side of your body, the side of your hips. Breathe in and relax. So this concludes the beginner level Stott Pilates class. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and comment anything that you'd like to see or how you enjoyed it, what you liked about it. And it was such a pleasure to be here with you today. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the Stott Pilates Level 1 class. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification button below for further content. Thank you.